Q&UPDATEZ. Welcome to Q&UPDATEZ. Hosted by New Lewi. Let's go!
Special guest tonight will be Debra Carter from Hip Hop Forever. Check out the gear she gave me. Hip Hop Forever, Hip Hop Forever. So we're going to be talking about what she does for indie artists as far as playing their music. She has her show Hip Hop Forever on wave879.com. Of course, we're going to take the time to talk about that. So, the growth of Urban Updates, we're now in a position where we can add additional services. Of course, what we do here, we support independent artists doing this option here where we meet with artists, entrepreneurs, creatives, give them the chance to get on the Q&UPDATEZ platform here on Urban Updates to talk about what they do. In addition to that, we also have additional features that we can now offer for artists out there. We have single promos for $25. We have feature package that we could do for $50. We got a week promotional package for $100 and monthly promotional package for $150. If this sounds like something you want to check it out and see if it's something you're interested in, could definitely reach out to us and let us know here on Urban Updates. Send us a message.
Yeah, yeah.
Woo! It's Wave baby now.
There you go. How's
This
it
is what I
going?
do at work. I'm doing good. I'm blessed. I see you up in the Hip Hop Forever
Yes, yes, of
apparel.
course. Of course. Got to wear
Represent,
the brand.
represent.
Yes,
That's
for
right.
people checking out the Hip Hop Forever brand, just check out the shirt, Hip Hop Forever. So, of course, we're going to
That's
get
right.
into it. And we're going to get to it really
Wow.
quick as we're going to take, I would say, about 25 minutes. We're going to make it nice and tight, just going into some questions, because I know you're a busy woman, of course. So,
Yeah, I stay at work to be working. Like sometimes I try to say, make that make sense. But,
right,
blessings upon blessings.
right, right, of course. Yeah, so
And I'm so
yeah.
thankful to, join your podcast this evening. You always sharing your music with my Hip Hop Forever. So much shout outs to you.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So we know you got a tight schedule, so we'll get started really quick and just run through some questions just to get to know you a little bit. So I just want to take the time to say what's up to everybody. Welcome back to Q&UPDATEZ. I'm your host, New Lewi. Here on Q&UPDATEZ, we sit down with artists, entrepreneurs, creatives, rising voices in the communities, and we have our special guest representing her brand, Hip Hop Forever, as you can see from the hat, Hip Hop Forever. So we're gonna get the time to get to know Debra Carter. So make sure y'all tap in, share the live, share the love, share the live, share the love. But I first want to just start off as far as how's your month been going so far?
Crazy,
I'm
crazy,
sure.
crazy, but crazy good. You I stay busy, I stay humble, I stay blessed.
Right.
And, for everyone that believes in me, Hip Hop Forever, the love and the support, I just say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Definitely, definitely. So, all right, Miss Carter, if someone of great importance in your field of passion suddenly comes to you and asks you what you're about, and you only have a few seconds to tell them what you're about, what would your answer be?
Creativity. Um, I am very dedicated in my brand and what I believe and represent. That's me.
Awesome. So, as far as hip hop, what is the reason for your love of hip hop and the reason for this brand?
So I'm behind the brand, of course,
Right.
but just growing up as a young girl, age 10, 11. and just seeing my brother and my cousin and their friends, breakdancing, that got
Mm-hmm.
me to have this love of hip hop. If I'm not talking about sports, I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about hip hop.
Right,
So,
right,
here I am, 53 years later, here I am.
right,
Um,
right,
it's great to see, your passion and taking your passion and making it into a career,
right.
So this is my passion. This is something I love doing. Um, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful and I'm blessed.
Okay, so as far
I didn't
as
even think I would be able to do apparel, but I came up with the idea and I said, hey, let me do apparel. And
right,
everything started coming in, like everything just started happening for me. As soon as I came up with the idea,
mm-hmm.
that idea then led to another idea. And then it was, hey, get into radio and podcasting. And everything just started to come first and foremost.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So as far as, because I know you mentioned your past and the love for hip hop, can you just tell us a little bit about your past? Just what was life like growing up for you?
I was a tomboy.
Yeah, there you go.
I was a tomboy until the age of 15. That's right. And then, phew, forget it. But the passion, the love of music, always surrounding myself with music. It's very therapeutic too. Even, now,
Right,
I zone out. I can't sing, and people come up to me and they're like, "You got this great passion. What do you do?"
right, right.
And I say, I don't sing. Auto tune is sister,
Yeah.
but hey, put me on auto tunes.
All
I
right,
can mess up a song in the lyrics too, by the way, but that's okay.
all right.
Um, so that's a little about me and my younger years, and here I
Okay,
am now,
okay.
still listening to old school hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you've been on the radio show as well, and
Yes,
just
definitely.
spotlighting the independent artists like yourself.
Right. So speaking of that, because with you, okay, you kind of give kind of this vibration of, hey, what is it you do? They just notice something about you. And like you said, okay, I don't sing, I don't do this, but you provide a platform for people who do that. So for you
Yes.
providing that platform, can you tell us just how Hip Hop Forever kind of came from an idea into what it is now? Just how did that all started?
So it really started with only 6 group members. And of
Mm,
course, you're a group member too,
mm-hmm,
as well. So it was an idea. I told
mm.
my best friend, Bernadette, I said, listen, I got an idea. And she's like, what
Uh-oh.
is it this time?
Right.
She's been with me for over 40 some odd years to know.
Wow.
Deb has an idea. Uh-oh. Um, but shout outs to Bernie. I told her, listen, I have an idea. I want people to come together. And I sat down with her. I shared my idea. My cousin, Jay Nick, shout outs to him as well. They said, Deb, you could do whatever. Everybody on Facebook got a page.
Right.
They said, start your own page
Mm,
within weeks. When I tell you it started with 6 group members within weeks,
mm-hmm.
it just kept increasing. I
Wow.
kept doing my daily posts. I kept posting old school hip hop songs. And then everybody started joining in, sharing their ideas. And
Right.
then here we go. Then I was given an opportunity and from Wave 879, Rachel,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Rach. She was following me from behind the scenes And
Right.
she said, I love what you do. I love your energy. I love your aura. I'm seeing, your different interviews that you do as well.
Right.
She said, I have an opportunity for you to come and join Wave 879. You'll have your own show
Mm-hmm.
where you do your hip hop forever. And here I am. Here I am giving
Wow.
everybody that voice. So I'm that voice behind the mic,
Right. Of
giving
course.
independent artists like yourself and others that opportunity. I tell everybody, I wish there was a blueprint. I wish there was keys to success. And I
Right.
mentioned this to Johnny Torres because he asked me that same question that you just asked me.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me that on Hot on the Block, and there's no keys to success. There's no blueprint that I can share. You have
Mm-hmm.
to have that drive. You have to have that dedication and
Mm-hmm.
that passion. And it just fuels within me that I say, okay, what can I do next? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, I started a comic book for
Really?
those comic
Wow.
books. Yeah, Deb the Mic Empress. It's on
Wow.
the group page. I could put it back up, and that was just an idea. I love comics, and you know, Sean Khan, he's a friend, and he was like, "Deb, you can make a comic book.
Mm.
Believe me." And then he showed me how to do it, and bam, comic book, 22
Wow.
pages, while I'm
Wow.
fighting crime in the five boroughs of New York.
Oh
So,
man. I like
yeah,
that. Yes, you got to repost that. So I
I
definitely want to
will.
check
I
that out.
will, definitely. Definitely. And I'll repost it on IG as well, the comic book.
All right. So why so much focus on indie artists? Why is it you're not playing mainstream music? What gives you the passion to focus on indie?
I showcase the independent artists because, like myself, I have a voice. And
Mm-hmm.
like yourselves, you guys have a voice. So I showcase you guys. If somebody wanted me to showcase an artist, I'd be like, hey, okay. But
Mm.
my passion is more to the independent artists because I was that voice. And here I am today,
Right.
you know? So
All right.
I
And
give that stage to you guys.
right.
And I
No, that's
stand
great.
behind you guys. I always say, listen to new Louis. I'm telling you, uh, like you said, like on my show this week, I have the real McCoy. I
Hmm.
still like the Boondocks, and you're back to hip hop.
Yeah.
When I say your music is so diverse, it is, and I tell people when I hear a certain tune, once again, I am not a musician, but there's
Hmm.
little things I listen to. And of course, I represent it on the show each week, Thursdays at 5 o'clock. You can hear
Right.
me on wave879.com.
Right.
Global streaming, people, global streaming.
Yes, definitely tap in, guys. Again, like she said, every Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, wave879.com. Definitely tap in. Because as you can tell, she has a love for the indie. She's not out there just playing mainstream music. She says, I
Oh,
want to
no.
hear your voice. I
Yep,
want you to shine.
that's right. I put you guys first and foremost, There's so many great talents out there. And
Right,
when I can, I showcase you. This is my platform.
right.
It's going to get bigger and better now since I am collaborating with other outlets.
Hmm.
Just want to give a shout out to Loose Cannon Records, IPF, and DFL. I am in now collaborations with them and of course
Nice.
my boy Johnny T from Hot on the Block.
Awesome.
HODD.
Ah, there
So
you
shout
go.
out to them. Yeah.
So on average, just how many listeners are usually tuning in for the show?
Wow. So I've been doing this now for 2 years. Go
Hmm.
me. Go me. I
Yes.
just, hey, go me. I just celebrated my anniversary last week.
Mm-hmm.
2 years now. I started my first show with 6,000 listeners. And I was like, and I told Rachel on Wave 879, I
Mm-hmm.
said, wow, I started with 6,000. She said, Deb, 6,000, that's a lot for your first show. So on an average, every Thursday, listeners tuning in. Last week, and I posted on the group page, last
Mm-hmm.
week we had 18,732 listeners.
Wow.
My biggest show you were on. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, thank you. It was the Black Excellence event that I had, and that was back in February or March when I did the Black Excellence.
Mm.
That highest listeners was 58,000 listeners.
Wow.
So people want to hear you guys, they
Right.
want to hear independent artists. And I'm going to say this, I would put Lazarus the Top Don. I would put yourself. I would put Jamila Meter. I would also put Just Cause up against anybody. You
Mm.
guys are so diverse with your music and your talent that, yeah, I would put you guys up on the lineup, you know?
Awesome. Now,
Mm-hmm.
as far as what you're doing, so you're doing a lot as far as on wave879.com, being able to feature a lot of indie artists. Is there anything in the near future as far as shows to put on for indie artists?
That's right. And I'm gonna be calling you. That's right. I told that to Just Cause as well. Definitely, definitely. And for the listeners out there and who's ever tuning in, I'm looking for sponsors because it
Mm.
takes a lot. A
Right.
sister has 4 jobs. Four
Wow.
jobs. Yeah.
Goodness.
So I'm looking for sponsors to help sponsor a sister because I firmly believe in you guys as independent artists that I'm not going to fill up Yankee Stadium like Jay-Z,
Right.
but I'm going to fill up a venue with you guys and I'm going to showcase you guys. So I believe that, yes, I'm going to get back to doing showcases as well.
Hmm.
And it's going to be nice with the artists that I want to showcase.
So with everything that you're doing, I mean, it really takes a lot. So I have to ask you, how do you take the time to take care of yourself?
Yeah. I'm bad at it. I'm bad. My Sundays have now turned into family day, of course.
Hmm.
I tell people on Sundays, not answering text messages or anything. I try to make that my family time.
Right.
I'm a Gigi, I'm a mom of four, so my phone goes on do not disturb on Sundays so I can just take time for my children and grandkids.
Hmm.
But for me, I have my girly days three
Right.
times out of the month, getting the hair did all up, the nails all done, that's how I do my me time. That's
Okay.
my woo time.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
yeah,
you definitely need that because I mean you're in it
yes,
for the long run, right? So you got to take care of
yes,
yourself.
I am. Yes, I tell everybody health is wealth. Like I I just had a little scare on my birthday where I
Mm.
fainted and passed out. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So, I gotta slow it down,
That was a warning shot for
uh,
you, like, hey, slow down.
slow it down. When I broke, listen, and back in March, a sister broke her ankle and fractured my heel bone.
Ouch.
I was on a podcast show. Shout outs to Mark. Um, and I was on his, oh, I'm saying his name wrong. Isn't it
Uh-oh.
Mike Honest Hour? Yeah, I'm having a
Yes,
blonde
Mike.
moment.
Mike Williams, Honest Hour.
Mike,
Yes.
Mike. I get those blonde moments, guys.
It's all right.
But shout outs to him, yeah. That was something. I had to tough it out during the whole podcast show.
Right.
But that was another, whoo, pump the brakes, sis. Like, slow
Right.
down. Because,
Yeah.
you got to take care of yourself at the end of the day. You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Because I notice, even speaking of just the whole hip hop industry, we're so used to seeing that fast life. And so even with a lot of artists, they don't even get the time to properly mature because they're just going so fast. And then when the music industry is done with them, just throw them out. So it's definitely good to see people really taking the time to take care of themselves. So I applaud you for doing that.
Thank you. And what I tell everybody too, well, I always tell people to stay hydrated, people,
Hmm.
H2O, but keeping your circle small,
Mm,
keep it tight and keep it small. That's
right.
another way as well in the industry.
Well, speaking of the industry, what is it you would say you love and what you hate about the industry?
Wow, you're putting me on the spot. Is the clock going to start ticking? It's my opinion
Hmm.
that I and I tell people we all have our own views.
Hmm.
I do not promote trap. I do not promote drill um, and negativity. I'm not into calling our brothers,
Right.
ninjas. Let me just
Right.
say ninjas.
Hmm.
I'm not about, that fast paced money like
Hmm.
I don't tolerate that or calling our queens
Right.
V's and stuff. Like that's one thing I hate about the industry.
Mm.
So I'm not into that at all. I say we represent ourselves as queens and kings, um, 24/7 throughout the day. Um, what I love about hip hop and the culture is everyone has built a community, and that's what I've done on my group page,
Mm.
as well.
Mm.
So I love that about hip hop.
Awesome. Now, I did notice there's every time I see your page or everything, every time you're talking about something, there's always some type of event show coming up that you're promoting and you're helping to promote. Are any
I'm
shows or
help.
anything coming up that you just want to share with the people?
Yes, if you guys also go onto the group page has so much information. We also, like you said, when you mentioned about health, we also have group members that stepped up and they do daily morning meditation quotes. I have one group member, he does health and nutrition. So,
Nice.
going backtrack now on the events, yes. At three events, if you go up on the group page, it will repost. So for the month of August, you're gonna find me. Shout outs to Just Candy Entertainment, uh, just Justice Burnett. He is doing the all white event on August 7th at the White Plains Coliseum. It's
Nice.
John B. Yes, so I will be doing meet and greet there. And of course, I'm going to get my opportunity to sing to John B. Watch it now.
Yeah. Put on the
Auto tune,
attitudes.
auto. But yes, so that's for August 7th. My girl, the lovely Lisa Lavish, she has me going out to her event on August 22nd. That's going to be a beautiful white event, all white event as well. That's
Mm.
down in Manhattan. And then in September, I am with Maria Pravado. She has the Allure event on September, I believe September 26th.
Wow.
Trying to remember all these dates in my head.
I know. Well, y'all
So
can
it's a
follow the
me.
page as she says. Here goes Hip Hop
Yes,
Forever on Facebook.
there you go.
Hip Hop
Right there.
Forever.
Follow the page. Yep. So
Definitely.
events post up on the page. There's some events I have promoters telling me, Deb, can we just post the event? You know, there's some events that I can make and there's some events that I can't.
Hmm.
But everything is posted on the group page for all to see.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Now, I'm sure throughout your journey, there have been times you've heard no so often and doors slammed in your face. I mean, how do you overcome that?
You know what? And this is how I view it.
Hmm.
Uh, when that no is presented to me, I throw it up in the air. I give it out to the universe.
Hmm.
That may not be my calling. You know,
Mm.
something else may be bigger and better. You know, it may go to the next person. That's how I view it.
Right.
So that no is okay. But I'm going to tell you this. When people tell me you can't, I tell everybody,
Right.
watch me, because I'm going to do it.
Nice.
And here I am today. 4 years. Hip Hop Forever had a 4 year anniversary too,
Wow.
just recently. So I've been told no my whole life. My
Hmm.
parents will tell you when they say no, Deborah. That's why I tell people do not refer to me as Deborah,
Mm.
Deb. But when
Mm.
people tell me no, that just fuels me, you
Right.
know, with a passion where I'm going to say, you know what? Let me show you,
Right.
let me show you I can.
Right.
Yeah.
So, as far as the journey with Hip Hop Forever, I mean, you've established a platform to help other
Mhm.
artists, and it sounds like, okay, this is something that's good. But as you know, there'll be people that just hate you for no reason or just hate what you're
Mhm.
doing, even though it's a good thing. But why do you think that is?
I'm going to say this. Al Pizarro, if you're watching, Al, I'm going to repeat what you told me. If if you got the haters and they're hating, then you're not doing something right.
Hmm.
That's what he told me. So
Oh, if
hate
they're not
on.
hating on you, then you're doing something
Yep.
wrong.
You're
Okay.
doing something right, he said. If they're not hating, you're doing something right. Because haters are going to hate, he told me. And
Okay.
that took me, it took a lot for me because I'm that type, to wear my heart on my sleeves. And,
Right.
a lot has happened to me in my journey,
Right.
and I just stay persistent. I
Hmm.
stay prayed up. I have my little group of prayer warriors
Hmm.
that stay behind me. You gotta have a tight knit team behind you.
Right. Right.
Definitely.
So
Yep.
I'm definitely gonna remember that. So if there are people out there hating on you, then you're doing something right. Just keep going. Just keep going.
There you go. Thank you. That's what he told me. And you know, and I say, we all Um, I try to stay positive, I don't like negativity. So I
Right.
tell people, keep that over there.
Right. Right. Well, before we wrap it up, just tell the people how they can connect with you. Of course, we've heard about Facebook, hiphopforever.com. I'm saying hiphopforever.com, but hip hop forever on Facebook. But any other way, or is just mainly just connect via Facebook?
So you can follow me on Facebook, Hip Hop for EVA. And then you can also follow Debra, Debra Carter on Facebook. That platform is more of the influencing. I'm doing like daily prayer. I do daily motivation as well on that page, but they can
Okay.
follow me through Facebook. If they go on IG here, it will be Debra Carter dot Pivolo 7. And I'll post it if it's in the comments. We can post it in the comments. I can post that. And then on TikTok, it's Deborah DEB, and then they do CAR 73. But I can post it up for you in the
Okay.
chat.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And of course,
Yeah.
for anyone
Oh,
listening,
and
yes.
this.
Home without it. Never leave home without it.
Oh, there you
That's
go. You
my
got the
business
card.
card. Yes, I carry it everywhere, everywhere.
And of course, people, as you can see, buy the hat. Just remember the hat, and
That's right. The
you
hat.
remember
Look,
it.
Louis got the hat on.
There you go. So, of
Right.
course,
Shout out.
we want to take this time again just to thank you again for being on Q and Updates. We want to thank
Thank you.
you and want to continue to motivate you to keep moving forward. I'll continue to support what you do, and everybody tuning in, continue to support this lady as she continue to not only fight for herself, but she fight for others, helping the
Yeah.
independent artists to have a platform. So continue to stay in tune with her, Hip Hop Forever. Of course, continue to follow Urban Updates. If you need to reach out to us for any reason, any questions, you could reach out to us on urbanupdatesnow@gmail.com. That's Urban Updates with a Z, as well as Urban Updates on IG and Facebook. Again, Deborah, thank you so
We
much for
gotta
being
close
with
it
us.
out. You gotta do this. You gotta close it out for me. Hip hop forever. Forever, ever,
Forever,
forever.
ever? Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out Debra Carter with Hip Hop Forever,
Thanks.
Forever, Ever, Forever, Ever.
Forever.
That's right. All right, people,
Peace.
we out.
We out.